Hello. Hello. Evening all. Got office chair like a shopping trolley today. Wood. Okay. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, it's home for you fit studio. I'm just laughing in this chair. Kate, you don't understand this pain. Nobody else understands this who works from home. When you have an office chair that decides to become like all these shopping trolleys at supermarket, it just starts going completely opposite direction that you want to go in. It just randomly moves you for no apparent reason. So I'm just spinning. Makes me feel like my house is on a slant, and I know it's not. It's just slowly, look, gradually moving, and I'm not moving this myself. It just gradually wants me to turn around. Look, I'm moving. Look, I'm still going. I'm doing this, Kate. The chair's turning on its own. Hi, Nosh. See, look. Nosh, you might get this. The office chair at home that has a life of its own. Look, it's just turned me all the way around, and I've not even done anything. Hey, Poocher. Let me turn myself back. It's like going down the aisle. This is it. This is my wonky shopping trolley chair. Killing me. But it's entirely back to back. But ha ha ha. Ha ha. Wonky trolley chair. Right. Today. What is successful meditation? Oosh. This is going to be one of my personal favourites. What else we got? Oh, there's people, but there's a jet lag. Oh yeah, Anthony, I didn't even hear. You spin me right round, baby. Alright. It's ever so slow though. It's like a very slow. Here we go, Anthony, I'm going. Bye-bye. How has this started? Oh god, it's so annoying. I honestly do feel like I'm on a slant. Like, this is why I can't trust a cheap office chair from IKEA. Hi, Nosh. I'm just going to keep my feet on the floor because I feel I'll spin off into the distance. Hi, Belly. Oh, Belly, this would be good because I wonder how you find you oldie, how you know you've successfully meditated. I'm just trying to fix my chair. If you see me spin off into the distance, I apologise. It's not me, it's the chair. Hey, Pooja. Pooja works at home from the sofa, so she don't have this wonky office chair situation. Right. What is successful meditation? She says. Okay, so there's a kind of I think for people who okay, let me rephrase it. For clients who don't meditate, they often say to me, I like the idea, I just really know how it works, and I think I'll give it a go. This thing that people think of, and they're all like, ooh, and Bally does it. Bally talked about her in an interview that she meditates and this stuff. And it sounds like I could really benefit from it. And what is it? And I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to go with the definition because y'all know I love a definition. So, training attention awareness and achieving mental clarity, emotional calm, and a stable state. That's essentially what happens. It's not. But training attention awareness and achieving mental clarity, emotionally calm, doesn't even make English. Calm emotionally and a stable state. Okay, so the practice of meditation brings that, or the definition of it, right? Right, the old dictionary is exactly that. It's a practice of seeking that, I guess, for some degree, or establishing that on a daily basis. And we'll get into that in a bit. What's best or worst, or how it works for people at different times of day, etc. Because I've covered it a little bit before, but some of the things I wanted to cover that I didn't really cover before. It's not a bad explanation, is it, Belly? Actually, and later on, Belly, it'd be good for you to input what you feel or think it brings to you, because I know what it brings to me. That doesn't mean it's the same for everybody. It's clearly not a lot of other skills that I need. It doesn't bring me ability to count or be organisationally better. It does bring some stuff though, for me. So what it's not about, okay, I would say that for sure. It's not about becoming different or better. I would say that. And there's a misconception, I think, about meditation, that somehow you become a better person. Like someone you achieve enlightenment and therefore somehow better than someone else, or people perceive that other people are better because, Jesus, this chair, I'm like this. Oh, I feel like I'm sorry if this feels like you're watching the Titanic. I'm just trying to hold on to this chair as it throws me off. It's like buckaroo. I have to meditate on this later. God damn. Yeah, so it's not that somebody's better or further on their journey because they're meditating, or that somehow they've achieved or unlocked a secret necessarily. It's the ability to, the training awareness, the training of your own awareness, I think, or your bodily awareness as well, is a fascinating skill to have and a behaviour to build on. You're definitely not, FYI, he was going to say this immediately. I thought it was. I tried that meditation business, Helen. I imagined I'd just see a black hole and I'd feel nothing. And I was laughing, going, oh, I can understand it, because I think I had that misconception as well. It's definitely not a means of turning off your thoughts and emotions. So that definitely doesn't happen, by the way. I think people think they kind of step into some kind of like black hole situation. I was going to say something else that was weirder then, but I'm not. As if they're kind of, all the senses turn off, they're like just feel everyone with a sense of love, and their thoughts are just, but there's nothing there. They just get complete removal from daily life. That's what it says. So it's definitely not that. You are learning to observe your thoughts and feelings, and that's a point as well. You're observing them. Okay, so you're not switching off your emotions, you're becoming observative of them. So you're learning how to become more aware of them without casting judgment on them or imprinting emotion upon them. It's explained in lots of different ways, and I can go into that a little bit actually as well. She says, reminding herself. And that's quite important actually. You observe your emotions and thoughts. You don't let them build as you're meditating. You always like let them come in and let them come out. So thoughts come in, like there's just no control. Like you can't, it's like a computer that's always on. You can't just press and it all powers down. Essentially for me as well, never turns off the desktop. Never happens. Same as my brain. So thoughts are going to come in. It's just if you're letting them go. So you're aware they come in. However, you return to the practice of meditating. You're returning to your breath or your awareness, however you want to call it, or whatever skill you use, to recenter yourself away from the thought. So you're not trying to turn it off, like, why did that thought come in? I'm meditating. That's not meant to happen. My shutters are down. That's not how it works. What it's meant to do, again, is just to bring your awareness to the thought that's there. And some people use it, and Barry can test this, some people use it as a means of, I hear it sometimes, and I'm fascinated by this saying, because I'm not there yet. But he said, I'm going to meditate on that. I'm like, ooh. I use my whole meditation time focusing on not thinking. I can't be holding something in my head, always detrimental for me. However, some people who've practiced over a long time can do that. They have that skill. I'm waiting to achieve level 15 to be able to do that. You get a card that says, no, I'm joking. It is, some people are able to do it though. So some people are able to work through some things that have been concerning them or they've been thinking about through meditation. So holding it, understanding, not impressing a thought or emotion around it. And then seeing what they feel like when they come out of it, doing a check on what their overall thought process has been around it, ironically. I don't know if you're able to do that. I'm not at that stage just yet. So how do you know it works? Well, actually, should I go through first? Actually, I'll go through first the different skills you can use, because there are different apps and stuff, yes. Primarily, most of the ones I've come across, again, Bally, feel free to, if you've got any others you've come across, most of the courses I've been to, or anything I've used, a lot of the common themes are using breath as a means of becoming aware of your body, and also if you turn your attention to something away from your actual emotions and your daily thoughts. So if I'm focusing on my breath coming in and going out, I'm focusing on something other than my day, or other than the thought that's going la 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 la. I'm letting it go. I'm focusing on my breath, so I can come back to that, and I can recenter myself. Recenter myself. However, a lot of the stuff you come across talks about breath and how to focus on that, and that calms down, for me, calms down my whole state, so it changes my state. So if I had a really, I tend to do it in, well, I can't tell as well, but for me personally, when I know it's been successful, or I know it's been successful, is I will always do it first thing in the morning. I'll have a coffee first, mind. I'll make myself a nice coffee, not a cheap coffee. I'll make myself a nice coffee, like one I'm really like, yes. Let it cool down, and then I'll meditate with a coffee beside my bed. I quite like the smell of coffee while I meditate. Go figure. And then I will meditate first thing in the morning. And actually, for me, I know it's successful because I'm still feeling the effects of it now as I'm on here. I'm quite centered, organised. I set my day off on the right pace. The things that might be a thought process for me, like they are for most people, concerns or worries, nothing there. I'm really chill. Really looking forward to doing the live, right? So actually the meditation has really set me up for the rest of the day. And that's when I know it's been successful. That's when I know it's worked, when I actually have that sense of stability through the whole day. There are times where, and I spoke to a client about it yesterday as well, and this afternoon, to be fair, and this afternoon, because she talks about when she meditates. I said, do you do it in morning or evening? He said, I actually do both. I do both, and I do it whenever I think I need it. And actually that stands true as well, because actually I will meditate more than once a day, twice, 3 times a day. If I get to that point where I sense that the meditation I did first in the morning is, don't say wearing off, the power's wearing off. However, if I sense that it's not being as effective, as I'm finding my thoughts drift, or I'm finding that I'm not as centered, etc., or I need to take that 5 minutes away to get some clarity, because a lot of the time prior to meditating I'll just be like busy all the time, and not really organising what I needed to do, and actually stepping away from 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and actually just centering and going, right, just breathe, relax, just breathe, focus on my breathing. I can come back to that like, okay, all right, let's get this done. Right now, what I use to know that it's successful is something slightly different, and it is something that Sam has as well. So Sam uses this. The clients bought Sam this at Christmas, and I have been secretly jealous for a while, and I just decided to do it. So I bought myself one of these bad boys. Now, if any of my clients want to see some more details about how this works, I'll quite happily send you my stats to show you. I won't wear it now, but I will. You wear it here like this. Ooh, Star Trek, right? However, what it does have is these little sensors. Oh, I just mucked up the fuzz of my hair. These little sensors. And on there, you've also got, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little heart rate monitor there. So it measures your heart rate, so you can do your resting heart rate and also your heart rate while you meditate. There's some sensors behind the ears as well, and on the front of the band. And what that does while you meditate, and it comes with guided meditations, put in your headphones, and essentially it measures your brainwaves, so it measures how calm you are while you meditate. Now, I haven't always had this. This has been I've had this for 2 weeks. And yet I found it the most useful tool for me to know I've been successful. It sounds silly. I still feel the same response afterwards if I meditate without this. However, it helps guide. So what it does is while you've got the earphones in, it actually plays you sound effects. Now, as you calm down your breathing and calm down your brainwaves and calm down your brain, you can start to hear birdsong if you're at your calmest. So you can sit, and you have to stop trying to chase the birds though, that, to be honest, on this, give me birdsong, I'm calm. But allow them to keep focusing on your breath, and actually you can just sit. There's a rainforest one that's brilliant. It's just torrential rain when your brain's very busy, and as you start to calm down, it eases off slowly and slowly, and until you can get like the change of weather and into birdsong. It's a brilliant bit of kit. I can't say any better of it. And it's definitely helped me remain consistent and routine in my practice. And that's the main point. It is a skill. So meditation, how you know it's successful is that it's a skill like any other. It's practice, it's repetition. Okay, it's like the consistent practice of something becomes more of a skill. So actually to be able to let go of your thoughts becomes more of a skill. But and again, to let go of, not to not have them. You're meant to have thoughts and emotions while you're meditating. The idea is that it helps you practice the letting go of that and coming back to yourself. There's other stuff, and I've talked about these apps before, even though I'm like, this is my go-to at the moment. I have used other stuff before, it's just as useful, right? And that's where the difference to approaching this to know if it's successful or not is different from person to person. So between clients, they'll say, oh, do you know what, I really love having, like with this, some ambient music. So something that helps me relax my brain, allows me to let go of thoughts. It's going back to that definition, achieving mental clarity, emotional stability or calm, and a stable state, right? So to do that, for different people, they'll need different stimuli, as in you'll have some clients who want to have incense or a diffuser on. They would want to have some level of music or candlelight or a sensory kind of approach, all those things. Or they might want to have a guided voice. So some clients want a guided voice that takes them through the actual practice of meditation, and takes them each step of the way. Even a voice I've done once before, they actually tell you how to breathe. Except they do, because they tell you how to do belly breathing and how to make the most of your lowering your heart rate and lowering your stress levels, lowering your resting heart rate as well, which again, this little device here can measure. But you become aware of that yourself. Like if you really take some good guided meditations, they'll teach you the skill of becoming more aware of your body and more aware of your responses, even your heart rate. There's loads of them out there. They're all quite efficient. Something majority of them don't even have to pay for, right? A lot of them you don't have to pay subscriptions to a lot of them anymore. You can even find them on YouTube. You can have guided meditations on YouTube. What is fascinating though is that it's the long-term effect. If you start to look into long-term effect of meditation and see how successful it is, there's loads of studies. There's one that was there's 18 people over 3 years. So it's a long study, 3 years of meditating for these people. Found that the chemicals, the stress chemicals within these people meditated every day were significantly lower than those who didn't, and they had less stress, less depression, all the good stuff and all the bad stuff essentially. And that's a long-term practice and long-term repetitive skill of meditating. So lots of benefits. But ultimately, how do you know it's successful? Depends on your state, right? The change of your state, I think, is the applicable answer to the question of this. Whatever that is, and that varies from person to person. So if I'm looking to create a stable state, for me, that's going to be different from Bally or from Kate or from Nazreen or Bean. All of them are going, each of us have a different position of start or where we want to get to, and it's the stability of that state that's individual to us. And that's how you really know when I think meditation is successful, because what I was saying at the beginning is what's stable for me is that acknowledgement that at 5 o'clock in the afternoon I'm still good. I'm good. Nothing's rocking the boat. Right? I'm good, emotionally calm, stable, mentally clear, know what I'm doing for the rest of the day, right? On it, carb on it, complete clarity. as opposed to knowing when I need to change my state when I'm entirely the opposite, when I'm like, yeah, right? And that's my really odd way of explaining it. However, for every person that starts meditating or has the skill of meditating, they'll understand what it is for them they're trying to move from or away from, and the state that they're looking to move into, and how meditation helps them do that. And I would say that, who does it say? One of my clients, another one of my clients has got this actually, and she did 10 minutes. I think it was this morning she did 10 minutes, last night. And it's the calmest she's been in absolutely ages. She was absolutely over the moon about it. And that's the thing, it was 10 minutes. And actually it changed her whole ability to sleep last night based on that, the 10 minutes. And it can be, like, I will do anything from 5 to 15 in the morning, depending on how much time I've got. Ideally, I mean, I really want to do half an hour tonight, like a guided one. I'm quite excited. I'm so excited about it. I'm going to do it because I'm going to have to do that because I'm excited about it. And this is why I'm excited about it, because I want to keep practicing. Write that down. Fit that one in before bed. But 30 minutes for me is an especially long time. However, the benefit I know I'll get that will take me into sleep tonight and through my day tomorrow, that's how I know it's been successful to me. But as you practice, whatever length of time it is, that's when you'll start to understand the benefits that you receive. And that, my friends, is meditating. So if any of you, as I said, if any of my clients want to see some more information or more data on this, absolutely can just ask me, because you can see it will graph out everything for you. If you want some more information about how I found it, then feel free to ask me about it. I'm more than happy, as you can tell, to show and tell on it, because I think it's a brilliant bit of kit. And if you have any more advice about where courses to use or what apps to use, again, ask away. That's what your coach is there for, and we'll give you everything you need if you want to get into it. So have a lovely evening, and I'll catch you all tomorrow.